Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan my generals. How are you all doing today? I hope you're feeling good and I hope you're feeling irie as we have another pick a card and collective reading. In today's reading, we are exploring you versus them. Okay? So get your tea, get your snacks, get your water because we are going to get into it. Ooh la la. Guarantee. T-Sippers, guarantee. T-Sippers, guarantee. Welcome, T-Sippers. Yeah. So if you are new here, welcome. We're going to get straight into this read. Okay. We have a collective and pick a card reading, or a pick a card reading and collective reading. We're exploring you versus them. Okay. So what we're going to do is do a collective message and then we're going to go into the pick a card segment. So if you are new here, big up yourselves every time. Okay. Big up yourselves. Okay, to our subscribers, big up. And to our new viewers, okay, come and join our love and light family. Okay, we like to do tarot oracle readings a little bit different here. We like to include Jamaican infused messages into the read as part of moi, Auntie T. Okay, being, coming from a Jamaican background, so it's just like incorporating those intuitive gems that was passed down to me as a child and then passing it down to you, our tea sippers. So thank you. Sit back, get nice and comfy as we gather these juicy intuitive gems together. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share and comment. Now we have, I want to be the one you can rely on. I want to be the one that you can rely on. So you versus them, that's the message that's coming through. We're going to have a quick look at these two messages as well. We have, I regret we no longer talk. I could pick up the phone and I could tell how you feel. And I could tell you how I feel. Okay? And we have 3 messages. So, this might be like our premise for what's going on here. And we have, I have shown poor communication skills and poor resolution, which has impacted the connection. So has impacted the connection. Okay, so we're going to use these messages to help us to explore. Okay, so before we begin, we'll get the tarot deck. Okay, and see what's going on here. Okay, so welcome, get nice and comfy. And apologies, there is a, like, if you do hear it, there's like a little kind of beep, a little annoying noise in the background. It's trying to sort it out, and it's still kind of like niggling in the background. So apologies if you do hear that sound. Okay. Ooh, apologize. It feels like there's some more messages coming through. So we're just going to have a quick look. We'll shuffle and we'll just bring in some good gratitude energy into the read. Okay, while we shuffle the deck and see what messages want to come through. So thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit guides. Something's definitely coming through. Okay. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, ancestors, for the messages that we're about to receive today in today's pick a card and collective reading, you versus them. May the messages resonate with the collective so they can use these messages to strengthen their own intuition and to use their discernment every time. Thank you in abundance. Okay, So, is there any message that we need to see? Messages that we need to see. You versus them. Let's start with you. Messages regarding you. Messages regarding you. Messages regarding you. Yes. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Sorry. We have our first woy. Now, if you hear woy, it's just a way of how I connect to the downloads coming through. It's very much a Jamaican thing to say woy, okay, and I do it in a singing way, and it can be used in different scenarios, different contexts. Like if there's some irony, a joke, okay, something surprises you, okay, something is cheeky, and I like to use it in this way when the downloads are coming through. Now, the fact that this card has come through like this, I would say this is like, what if we, if we're doing like a yes or no. Upright, yes. Reverse, no. Sideways is like giving 50-50 maybe. Okay, this is kind of giving maybe energy from you, collective, because we have the 10 of Swords, but I mentioned the 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is all about family life, wanting to like start a family, have a family, that vision of being together and all those kind of things. But the 10 of Swords has come through, and it feels very much like the 10 of Pentacles wasn't by accident. Perhaps some of you may have wanted this with this person. Perhaps some of you are still in this energy of like, is there a possibility? Okay, perhaps this could be someone that you've been in a separation with, or someone from your recent past. Okay, perhaps there's been moments where it's if this is someone new, there's been like some embarrassing moments that if the earth could open you whole, okay, you would just let it swallow you up. But it feels like there's an energy of here, or like just maybe some of you may be going through a healing process right now, and it's just trying to understand and trying to put all the puzzles together to understand what's going on. Okay, all right, now we have another message from the middle. Yes, so we have a strong energy of love here, and it could be that you still have love and care for this person. It could also be, feels like this is also your energy, that you've like tapping in that energy to show love. Now, again, we don't watch gender here, but for the King of Cups to come through, it could be this energy of, it feels like for some of you, this could be also a love from a father, maybe a lack of love. Okay, it could be also maybe lessons of learning, or there could be like an inner child wound here as well that may have impacted on you expressing love. Okay, with the 10 of Swords being here. Okay, perhaps there could have been some fears or worries, and that may have been then projected on this connection. Okay, these are the messages that are coming through. So now let's see them. Messages regarding them. Messages regarding them. Messages regarding them. Message regarding them. Messages regarding them. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Tower card. Now, with the Tower card being here, the Tower card is like a transformation energy. The transformation energy in regards to what we were saying earlier about the woyoi. This is like a woyoi. Woyoi! Whoa! This is like a woyoi moment where it's like, wow. In Jamaican culture, we may say backside. Like backside, like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? Okay, backside is like, oh my gosh. This is like a oh my gosh moment. Now, this does feel like there was an abrupt separation, it could have been led to some kind of argument, some kind of discussion that went left. The message is just saying it went left. When we say went left, it didn't go like all hands on deck. Yeah, everything's great. It was like it went this way. Okay, maybe, and it feels like a completely maybe not where you wanted things to leave, where you wanted things to be left, okay? And it feels like that was also for this person, because with you and the King of Cups showing, it feels almost like maybe there could have been some regrets here, of maybe you're feeling like maybe if I shown, or maybe I've expressed this, that it may have not have come to this. Let's just have a quick look, because I feel intuitively drawn to have a look at the front and then of the deck. Look at this. We have the Nine of Swords for this person. So we're going to just keep it here. And behind that is the Five of Pentacles. Now this now explains why that Ten of Pentacles was coming through, because this person you may have been dealing with, okay, now again, it could be someone from your recent past, it could be someone who's from your current, okay, in your current energy. It's someone who has some regrets on how things was left. Perhaps you and this person was living together, or there could have been talks about living together. The Five of Pentacles represents this energy of like feeling like left out in the cold, feeling abandoned. Now, if you see what's going on with the Ten of Swords, it's kind of like this energy of feeling left, like this is it, okay? Now, I don't know why Michael Jackson is coming through a reference, okay? I never thought that will happen in the read, but a reference to Michael Jackson's This Is It. I have been watching a lot of Michael Jackson content lately, and it was a very complex character, a lot of inner child wounding there, but we'll leave it back onto the read, okay? It does feel like someone, look at this with the High Priestess here, it feels like the two of you can still feel one another, okay? It feels like there's also this feeling of like this person, okay, them is, let's to keep it simple, we're going to call them John and call you Jane, okay? So with John and the High Priestess here, this person, it feels like John is trying to contact or make contact with you telepathically, okay? Sending messages, hoping that there could be some way of communication, because with the Ten of Swords being here, if you look what's going on, it's like you're both mirroring one another's energy. I feel intuitively drawn to pull from the middle, okay? From the middle, let's see what's trying to come through. Look at that. So we have the Devil in the reverse. Now the Devil in reverse is kind of telling us there's some kind of addiction energy going on here. It's telling us that there could have been some, it does feel like there's like toxic energy coming through, okay? When we see the devil in this energy, this is kind of like very toxic, very like karmic, okay? Now, the three cards that did come up is a lot to do with poor communication. We have the Swords energy in the Ten of Swords, and we have the Nine of Swords. So perhaps a lot of this issue could have been around communication and how, because I have shown poor communication skills and poor resolution, which has impacted the connection. I regret that we no longer talk, and I wish I could pick up the phone and tell you how I feel, okay? I want to be the one you can rely on. So we're going to have a look at the Devil card in more detail and see what blockages, okay? What could have been the possible blockages between you versus them, okay? So let's have a look and see what the Devil can tell us in regards to those blockages. And if you haven't already joined our Love and Light family at Gwan T, please come and join, okay? Come and join us. Like, subscribe, share, and comment down below. It's greatly appreciated. And if please let us know as well, okay? Because I'm currently looking at how we communicate with you all, okay, like via social media. So please let us know if any of you use, let's say TikTok, Instagram, or just let us know what you use, okay, so we can be where you are, okay. Also with Instagram, and it looks like the Instagram has done a lot of work on it. There has been like a lot of kind of people trying to copycat or like other like tarot readers channels, so I haven't been really proactive on our Instagram but if that is something you would like us to do, we will do so. But always come to the YouTube channel, as that will always be our main contact for everything, okay. But do let us know, okay. Thank you. So again, back into the read. So what are the blockages here? What is the devil showing us? Because we can see a lot of issues around not talking. There's like strong communication energy, and it feels like there's so many messages wanting to come through this deck, but we're going to use this deck as part of the pick a card element. So what's the messages coming through here? Reveal the messages the collective need to see. You versus them. You versus them. Last shuffle. Thank you. So we have quite a lot of messages, collective. And take what resonates, okay? But we have perfectionism, blaming others, trust issues. Now, what's coming through as well is that there could have been a case of like projecting our fears onto one another. Belief that others are the only source of love. Fear, look at this, fear of getting hurt. Self-judgment. Belief that true love doesn't exist. Fear of incompatibility. We have gender stereotypes. So there seems to be a lot between you versus them. Okay, complaining. Feeling lost. And we see that with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse position. Belief that everyone betrays. Okay. And jealousy. So we see a lot of like this devil energy coming through. Okay. A lot of this energy coming through. We're going to give you a self-love message. Let's see what self-love message you need to hear, and then versus them. Self-love message that you need to hear. Self-love message that you need to hear right now. Self-love message that you need to hear. We have for you, let love be your guiding force in all your decisions. So really tap in and operate from love, okay? Operate from love, but it's like your divine masculine energy is wanting you to tap into that, okay? And we have your past does not define your future. So again, it does feel like there was like a fear, like you know, and don't worry, you know, because that is something that we may have all experienced, you know, from time to time, looking at our past experiences and wondering, okay, I don't want to repeat the past. But this is where healing takes place, you know. It's all about working on oneself, constantly working on oneself, processing, understanding, learning, and loving yourself, and knowing that, you know, from time to time we make mistakes. We're human, but that's okay. It's how we pick up those pieces, learn from it, and heal, okay? Now, message for them, okay? Message for them, message for them, message for them, message for them, message for them. Any more? Thank you. So for them, cherish the love you have for yourself and others. Cherish the love you have for yourself and others. Your heart knows the way, so trust it fully. So now, what we see, collective, it feels very much like there's a mirror going on. Perhaps both of you may have had similar, like, wounds, okay, similar experiences, and it feels very much like you may have been doing this, okay? Let's see what message, because it does feel like communication with the Ten of Swords being here and the Nine of Swords, and we have the King of Cups, the Pentacles in the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the High Priestess. The High Priestess and the Devil is the major, and the High Priestess, the Devil, and the Tower is the major arcana here. Now, this is kind of very much telling us that the fears, the fear, the fear of maybe the past, the fear of getting hurt, is what then created this transformation of watching, guessing, and not really talking, not really like talking about those fears, that then resulted to this issue of like mirroring one another, okay? Because there's a strong energy of like this person wants to be in this connection, but there's a regret of how they handled things, how they didn't deal with expressing themselves, okay? Talking from the heart, letting go, like showing that vulnerability, okay? Let's have a message from the Jamaican Proverbs, okay? Message from the Jamaican Proverbs, you versus them. You versus them. You versus them. You versus them. Yes, look at this. We have the devil again. Eat with the devil, but give him with a long spoon. So eat with the devil, but give him with a long spoon. In the Jamaican style, eat with the devil, but you give him with a long spoon. This is all about being strategic on how you handle and deal with particular situations, different scenarios, different environments. Now, in regards to this feels very much about vulnerability. Being vulnerability can cause us to be triggered. Sometimes we don't realize until we have to face an experience or face a scenario, how we deal with situations. It's like, for instance, people may always say, oh yeah, I will be able to handle that. I'll be able to, how? And we saw the strength card earlier, didn't we, in reverse in the beginning. When it comes to feelings, when it comes to us showing our emotions, this is something, sometimes we may not have had the best experience in our early lives to understand how to regulate, how to show, like how to manage those emotions, how to manage those feelings. And sometimes our fear can get in the way. It can make us feel at times like we might feel inadequate, and we might feel like very guarded. All those kind of different things can come through, okay? And it feels very much like what this Jamaican proverb is really trying to address to us is that our feelings can be that devil, okay? Our feelings, our emotions, how we handle a situation can go left, or it can go right, okay? If we can just go right, if we can just express ourselves, and if we can talk it out. Because the message is saying be strategic when dealing with difficult people. But it feels very much here, collective, that the difficulty is the emotion. Now put it in the comments down below. Let us know what's going on here. But it feels very much like the difficulty is the emotions. Perhaps this person that you may have been dealing with, okay, may not have always been or felt confident to show that vulnerable side, to express and show love freely. So it feels very much like, okay, you're going to be guarded, but I'm going to be guarded too. Okay, you're not going to say it, I'm not going to say anything too. Okay? So now what we're going to do is move into the pick a card segment, okay? We're going to look into the pick a card segment. but we are going to base it on these 3 piles. So we have pile 1, pile 2, okay, and pile 3. So you know what we like to do here, as well as being a Gemini, okay, we like to be, you know, we like to be flexible, you know. So if you feel drawn to pick a pile, okay, whether it's pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, feel free to do so, okay, feel free to do so. Or if you feel that you want to have a look at all of the piles and just take the messages that resonate, which is what I like to do, like, you know, if I feel intuitively drawn, I will go for a pile. But I like, again, and I feel like it could be that Gemini nature in me. I just like to just listen and take what resonates, okay? With collective readings, pick a card readings, just take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Sometimes there might not be a message for you this week, and sometimes sometimes you might not even realize that message for you, and then you go back to a reading, which I find as well several times, again, because that's why messages are always timeless, that then it's like, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Okay, so we're just going to place it here. Okay, and when you are ready, okay, and you've chosen that number, okay, we are going to start, but not before we have a collective sip. Okay, so I had some coffee earlier, but now sipping on water now, okay, to stay hydrated. As much as I love tea, but it's herbal teas really kind of keep me hydrated. So if I don't have herbal teas, then I'll just sip to water. Sip to water. Sip sip on the water. So let's take a sip, all right? Okay, we're gonna take a sip. All right. Okay, so let's have a look now. Okay. So let's start with messages for pile 1. Okay, messages for pile 1. You versus them. You versus them. We have, I want to be the one you rely on. Let's see what messages want to come through for pile 1. Messages for pile 1. Oh, we have quite a few. Any more for pile 1? Any more? Last shuffle. It looks like we have also a phone message coming through. Now, as I say, that always tends to happen during when there's like some intuitive message coming through. So we'll keep that in mind. That's for pile 1, and we'll move to pile 2. Okay. Let's see what wants to come through for pile 2 and pile 3, and then we'll read them all out. Okay. So messages for pile 2, messages for pile 2, messages for pile 2. You versus them. You versus them. You versus them. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? We're trying to come through. We'll keep that. Thank you. Oh, looks like we've got some apologies. Perhaps again, there could be distance between you and this person. And it's that with the High Priestess there, it can kind of tell us that there could be some distance. It could be telling us that this person does have, it could be sending you messages, okay? Trying to communicate to you telepathically. Last shuffle. Thank you. Yes, look at these messages trying to come through. All right. So, pile 3. Messages for pile 3. You versus them, you versus them, you versus them, you versus them. What do you need to know? Ooh, no, we're going to keep that. We're going to keep these cards. Messages. Let's just put that under here. Messages for pile 3. Messages for pile 3. Messages for pile 3. Messages for pile 3. Last shuffle. Last shuffle. Okay, this one feels like it wants to come through as well. Alright, so got quite a few messages. Now again, go to the number that's calling you. Okay, or just take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. So we're going to be moving on to pile 2. Okay. All right. I mean, pile 1. Pile 1. All right, let's start with pile 1. So the pile 1, the first card that came out originally was I want to be the one you can rely on. Okay, but from what we saw earlier, there was this energy that it did seem very unreliable. Okay, there was also an energy of abandonment going on and regrets, and it did feel very much like it was situated around fear, because there was a lot of energy of fear coming through. Okay, as well as that, you know, we had that reference to Michael Jackson as well. Okay, about that need and how that may have, you know, resulted to many of the issues that he experienced. But okay, that was like a side note. Okay, I'm confused about where we stand. I'm confused about where we stand. I'm confused about where we stand. I'm afraid to admit how much I care about you. I'm afraid to admit how much I care about you. I'm keen to get to know you more. I am keen to get to know you more. I can't stop fantasizing about you. And look, this is why we're seeing that High Priestess energy coming through, that this person is definitely thinking about you, fantasizing about you. Okay? My finances have been a temporary barrier. I'm interested and want to take you out. I'm just embarrassed to tell you the truth. So we did see the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position. There could be money issues here. Okay, let us know. Put it in the comments. I want to know more about you. I want to know more about you. I believe we can make this work. I believe we can make this work. Again, it's always about trusting your intuition and using your discernment. I regret not giving us a real chance. I am not surprised if you placed me in the instant block and delete. I am not surprised. So there could be some of you who might be dealing with someone who's not surprised if you've placed them in the instant block and delete. Put it in the comments down below. My desire for you is overwhelming. My desire for you is overwhelming. I feel like we were meant to be more than just friends. Okay? Perhaps this could have also been some missed opportunities, again, because of fear. Okay? Mirroring one another. Okay? Right. So, that was for pile 1. Now we are moving on to pile 2. Okay? And the original message that came through: I regret that we no longer talk. I wish I could pick up the phone and tell you how I feel. So, their current feelings 2.0. I'm sorry for the confusion and mixed signals. Now, didn't we say earlier about our emotions and how it's like learning to regulate and all those kind of things? It's giving confusion. So this person is like, and it could be again this mirroring energy of like not knowing where you fully stand. There's a truth I've been hiding. There's a truth I've been hiding. The feelings are mutual. I hope you feel the same way. I'm still hurt by what happened between us. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm afraid you'll reject me if I open up. Look at this fear coming through, collective. So all of their chakras are messed up, okay? We got a lot of chakra energy. It feels like that solar plexus, the crown chakra, okay, the heart chakra. Let's have a quick look at the chakras, okay? We'll have a quick look at the chakras and see what's coming through. Chakra message. Yes, look at this, collective. We have the throat chakra. Communication, not saying how they truly feel. And not saying how they truly feel is resulted to this mirror, okay, watching, not saying anything. But then it's like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I'm trying to communicate to you intuitively, okay? We have seen a lot of like a lot of water energy as well with the tower, okay? And the high priestess, I can't remember the energy there attached to it. The devil is definitely the Capricorn energy. Perhaps you could be dealing with, or there is someone in the Capricorn energy. But let's continue. I'm sorry for not prioritizing you when I should have. So they know, there's an energy of knowing that they didn't do what needed to be done. And just again, why did we have that high priestess, that strong energy of like, I could have done better. I keep wanting to feel like it could be the Pisces energy, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm scared that I'll hurt you again. You are the one that got away. I miss you more than words can say. But we do also have the King of Cups as well. So there is a lot of water energy present here. And again, the water energy represents feelings. Cups represents feelings, emotions. I didn't realize what I had until it was gone. So this person there's a lot of regret of feeling like, you know, now I can see now. Again, that distance may help them to now see that I could have done things better when it came to you. Okay? So I'll just put that so it's clearer so you can see. Alright. We have, I wish I had prioritized our connection more. I wish I had prioritized our connection more. I want to be honest about my feelings for you. I've been flexing with my options. I like you, but don't wait for me. You deserve better. So there's someone who feels like, you know what, and you know, take this where, you know, if this resonates, that there could be for some of you, may have been dealing with someone who's a bit like a player, okay? And it's like they like you, but at the same time, it's like an uncommittal energy, okay? Not sure where you stand, okay? Again, the two's coming through, where that could probably, you know, reflect of that decision, having to make a choice. I wish I had been more mature in handling our connection. So, collective, have you been maybe dealing with or experienced somebody who has been mature, like childish energy? Okay. I ghosted you because I was fearful of being hurt, and now I've hurt you and myself in the process. I'm sorry. So that it feels very much like strong fear energy coming through. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I'm sorry for any pain I've caused you. Alright. We have here for number 3. We're on for number 3 now. Number 3. Oop, oop. Let's go back to the original cards. I've shown poor communication skills and poor resolution, which has impacted the connection. So now let's have a look and see what messages want to come through. We have mutual friends, associates, and I have subtly asked about you. Okay, so in subtle ways they've tried to find out about you, what you're doing. Again, that high priestess, you know. Okay, there's this kind of like secretive energy coming through. Okay, secretive energy with their feelings, secret feelings. But then, as I said, there's a saying: closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not saying how you feel, and this is to them, John. If you're not saying how you feel to Jane, how's Jane going to know? You know, and Jane could be inquiring right now to suss out and understand and make sense with how Jane has been feeling. Okay, so, and John, maybe for some of you, John, you may have also been feeling the same way, like you don't know where Jane stands. But the message that's really coming through is communication. Okay, but the message that's really coming through in terms of you versus them, there's got to be this case of you both coming together and saying how you feel, and not coming in this kind of like guarded, well, I ain't saying anything if you ain't saying anything, well, I ain't gonna say anything if you ain't saying anything. And then you're both left in a place where you don't understand and don't know where each other like where each other stands. Okay, and that feels like that's a message that applies to all piles. Okay, we have I currently see 2 o'clock as well, or number 2 on the phone. Okay, so 2 is all about that energy of duality, choices, decisions. And again, we've got that high priestess, and if you see those 2 pillars in the background, it's like being balanced and at peace with your intuition, trusting yourself. Okay, I'm accepting that I wasn't right for you and I wish you love. So there's, for some of you, this person may be feeling like, you know what, I've got to accept. Again, we have that perfectionism here. Okay, that someone could feel like that. Again, it could have been their fear that has been they might have been leading with their fear. What's your view on marriage and starting a family? That is my aim in the near future. This now makes sense, collective, why the mentioning of 10 of Pentacles came through. Because for some of you, you may have had conversations with this person, or there may have been some brief conversations. Okay, or this person has shared that they do want this. Okay, again, I'm seeing 202. Okay, on the clock. Okay, it feels like there's a strong message of referencing about 2, mirroring one another, choices, decisions. Okay, balance. I wish I could turn back time and fix my mistakes. I'm afraid of taking the next step, but I want to try. I never saw good relationships with my parents, elders, and this had made me fearful. So again, that inner child energy coming through. I talk about you to my friends all the time. I'm hoping you give me another chance. Again, trust your intuition, use your discernment. Okay. I'm scared of committing, but I want to try with you. So there's a lot of scared energy going through. I want to put a ring on it. I want to put a ring on it. My feelings for you are deeper than I've shown. I start to sweat when I see you. So this person's trying to give you a clue about them as well. That they may start to sweat, get a bit nervous, okay? They get so weak, okay? SWV is coming through. I get so weak in the knees, okay? I want to work things out between us. So I want to work things out. What do you think? I value our friendship deeply. I want to hold you and kiss you on your forehead for all eternity. I'm trying to figure out my feelings for you. I dream about what it would be like to be with you. We may have many differences, but I know a good thing when I see it. Ooh la la. I wish I had expressed my feelings more openly. And I haven't seen the best in relationships, and I've been hurt in the past, but I still believe in love. So we're going to leave it here and pull out a message from the Timeless Love and Reflection deck for you. So for message for power 1, please. Message for power 1. Message for power 1. Message for power 1. Ooh, we have hope for future opportunities. Hope for future opportunities. I hope there are still opportunities for us in the future. Chemistry. Our connection is undeniable. Okay. Love remains. Despite the separation, my love remains. Okay, message for pile 2. Messages for pile 2. Message for pile 2. Message for pile 2. Oh, thank you. We have second thoughts. I'm having second thoughts about my decisions. Time apart. This time apart is necessary for us both. Apologetic heart. My heart aches for the chances I didn't take. My heart aches for the chances I didn't take. Okay. And that could have been that devil energy coming through, you know, really kind of letting their fear take over. And that was the fear is essentially that their boogeyman. Okay. Grief in separation. We're growing even while apart. Thinking of you. You cross my mind often, even in silence. Again, that high priestess energy coming through. Seeking forgiveness. Can you forgive me for missing those opportunities? Curiosity. I'm intrigued by everything about you. Messages for pile 3. Messages for pile 3. Alright, messages for pile 3. Messages for pile 3. Messages for pile 3. What do you need to know? Let's see. Messages for pile 3. Ooh, okay. This one wants to come through anymore? Yep, thank you. So we have, if only I had done things differently. Again, they're reflecting, they're looking at things that they're now realizing could have been different. So things could have been different if I had acted. Silence speaks. Even in silence, my heart speaks your name. Okay, they're like, say my name, when no one is around you. Tell baby I love you in your running game. If you ain't running game. Okay, little bit of Destiny's Child. Missing you, I miss you more than words can say. Unsent messages. There are so many things I want to say. So do you see that the theme, the ongoing theme here has been communication, and that lack of communication, that lack of expressing that throat chakra has caused so much like devastation. Okay, that has been the energy of eating with the devil but give with the long spoon. The devil has essentially been fear. Okay, so many things I want to say. And again, that message applies to all piles. Last chances. I feel like I lost my chance with you. So, collective, take the messages that resonate. Okay, just take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. Okay, Asoitgo. Asoitgo is Jamaican patois, and it simply means this is how it goes around here. So, or this is how it goes, okay? This is how it goes, but this is how it goes around here. We're just taking the messages that resonate and we just leave the rest, okay? Asoitgo. So be sure to look good, feel good, keep sipping, stay blessed, and we'll see you on our other, readings, whether it's our collective pick a card readings and our pick a card readings. Okay, and do like, subscribe, share, okay, and comment down below, and also let us know, okay, if you engage in other social media as well. We would really like to know. Okay, so thank you for all of your love and support. Big up, and Gwan.